Roronoa Zoro. Based on the recent polls of fans voting on their favorite characters, Zoro has now eclipsed the main character, Monkey D. Luffy. And one would say this is a shocking development, but to be honest with you, is it really a shocking development? I don't think so. I generally don't think so. Considering my history and, my feud with the Zoro stands, I'm sure people would think that, this would bother me in some way. And obviously the answer is no, because people who truly understand what I do, I don't have a problem with Zoro whatsoever. There's no issue with Zoro, but I do think it's interesting that Zoro is now becoming an overwhelming favorite within the community. And its fan base, honestly, I think has been louder than it's ever been. And obviously, I think Wano has something to do with it. With the whole theory of Zoro killing Kaido gathering up steam, Zoro actually fighting Kaido, Zoro cutting Kaido, and then obviously you have, the SBSs and the hints towards Zoro being of Shimotsuki lineage, the parallels to Ryuma, him inheriting Enma, which is the only blade to actually wound Kaido, allegedly, of course, because, Oden had another sword, but now it's not the time for agendas. But I think it's time that we really discuss what it is about Zoro that everyone truly loves. And I think most people, maybe the casual, would probably say, okay, he's really cool, he's got 3 swords, and he's always doing cool stuff, right? And that's the simple answer. But in my personal opinion, and it may come to a surprise to a lot of you, I believe there's a lot more to Zoro than people don't like to mention. With his character, I find that the stoic Lone Ranger type of character is normally extremely popular with fan bases, especially if they have a really cool design, they have a really cool fighting style, they get a lot of action scenes, and they have really awesome one-liners. And Zoro kind of fits that archetype to a T. One would say he's more of like a discount Guts in a way, and I don't mean that in any sort of disrespectful way whatsoever. It's more of a case that Guts is the MC of Berserk, and he gets a lot more shine in character development than someone like Zoro would when he's not truly the MC, nor has he had an arc kind of like Sanji has had, where you can truly understand the true depths of his character, and you can kind of go all the way into the backstory, the family, what made him really what he is. And I think it's interesting that we don't have a full backstory for Zoro. Another question is it necessary? Is it necessary to have a full backstory for Zoro? That is a question that I think I'd rather you guys think about it for a second, because personally for me, I would like it, but at the same time, Zoro's fine as a character. And that's mainly what I want to talk about, is the character himself, Zoro. Because when I first started watching One Piece, Roronoa Zoro gave me the vibe of, okay, this guy, he's got green hair, he's got 3 swords, Luffy just freed him, and all of a sudden he's cutting up Axe Hand Morgan. And I'm just like, whoa, wait a minute, this guy's kind of clean. And as you go into, the arc with Buggy and Nami and Luffy, you see him fight against Kabaji, and then he folds Kabaji, and just like, okay, this guy is serious, and he has a reputation. It's the reputation that carries when you see Johnny and Yasaku, and you see all his feats as a bounty hunter. Zoro has always had the image of badassery. He's always had it. But one thing that I find that's interesting with the way Oda handles Zoro is Zoro's not really a man of many words. He's more of a man of facial expressions and little reactions. I think his reaction to the little girl when he was about to get executed and she made that rice ball for him, but then Helmeppo grabbed it, stepped on it, yada yada yada, but he still ate it anyway. Little gestures like that, I think, is what makes Zoro a very interesting character, actually. I do see Zoro as a stoic. He doesn't verbalize a lot of his thoughts unless it's absolutely necessary. He kind of follows the lead of Luffy because he just respects him, that's it. But in terms of respecting people, Zoro, you have to earn respect with Zoro. Zoro just doesn't respect you off rip. He kind of looks for what's within. He looks for what's within a lot more than Luffy does, I would argue, just because Zoro, look at the way he interacted with Kiku. He just looked at Kiku and was like, yeah, she's kind of strong, and she's pretty big too. And Luffy had the same thing, right? And that just goes to highlight that with someone like Zoro, you can't just look at the dialogue only. You kind of have to look deeper with him. You kind of have to look at how he reacts to certain things and what he reacts to and the people that he chooses to respect. And a lot of us get caught up in the Sanji versus Zoro hype and everything like that, but I think we need to pay attention to something that's really unique about their dynamic. The fact that Sanji seems to be the only character on that ship that draws the extroverted nature out of Zoro. Zoro is mad immediately. The moment he sees Sanji, they're already beefing. And the thing is Zoro actually picks on Sanji quite a bit as well. So it's like, when you think about 2 friends in a building, right? 2 people that, they say they don't know each other, right? We have 2 people in the building. And they meet up with each other, and there's this energy, right? They talk for a little bit. One person says one thing, and it's like, wait a minute, I gotta correct you on that. What are you talking about? And then they correct each other back, and then you notice they start bickering, right? And a lot of people can see that as negative. But that is like a weird synergy where, you know, the closer you are to people, the more you end up bickering. And I'm pretty sure everyone who has siblings, you know, who is close to their parents, uncles, and friends, we all know that is a sign of either it could be bad in some senses, but it could also be good in the sense that you're so close that you know how to push each other's buttons. And I don't think Zoro and Sanji ever go too far. I think they kind of just really pick on each other a lot. And I think one of the funniest moments between Sanji and Zoro was actually in Long Ring, Long Island, when they're in that Davy back fight. I think, what was it, Groggy Ring or something like that? In Groggy Ring, yeah. And you just see their dynamic, and they're just scrapping with each other over the smallest compliment. Sanji's trying to hit on women, Zoro makes a snotty comment, and then Sanji does the same thing back. And I think their dynamic is underappreciated in the community, and I know people that have harped on it as well. King Recon definitely talks about it quite a bit, so shout out to Recon, of course. Knowing who Zoro is and kind of observing him on my own, this is from my own personal perspective, right? And I would definitely like people to comment in the comment section as to why you like Zoro outside of the swords and the rawness and whatever. But it's like Zoro is always nice to follow in regards to what is he about to react to next, or what is something that he noticed that he's not okay with. And actually, one of the most important things that I like about Zoro's character in Wano is his relationship with Yasue. Yasue has that same energy, not like Sanji and Zoro, but in a way where he kind of just attached himself to Zoro immediately. And, you know, anyone else would be annoyed by Yasue. Zoro kind of lives in his own head. So for him, he's kind of just like some noise that's around him, but he's not too bad to keep around. He's helping me out anyway. He got me some sake, so I'm a vibe. And that's really what Zoro is. He just tries to vibe for the most part. And as you see what happens to him on that stand, and as Zoro's hearing about what's happening to Yasue, what happened to him, why he is the way he is, there's an anger in Zoro that you don't really see often. And that anger in Zoro it was nice for me to see, because I finally found that connection that Zoro had to Wano that I was looking for. And I think the connection with Zoro and Yasue is very important, because at that moment in time, I think Zoro became truly invested in what was going on. I think Zoro actually wanted to defeat Orochi. I think Zoro wanted to destroy Kaido, because, all right, I wanted to beat you as a swordsman, but now I want to beat you as a man and as a friend. And now that we're here, to me, that just highlights who Zoro's always been as a character, where you may not know what he's thinking, but he'll show you just a little bit of himself, which adds to the mystique of his character, where you see his motivations coming out little by little. And I followed Zoro like that for a long time, and that's why I really like his character. I've always been attracted to the stoic characters where you kind of have to follow and pay close attention to their little actions and behaviors to see what makes them who they are and what are they thinking about. And, you know, just for the Zoro stands out there, just for you guys personally, is what I'm saying making sense? Like, do you guys feel the same way about Zoro? Is that something that you've picked up on him? Because I could also talk about his path as a swordsman as well, and that is something that I feel like all of us know, but I kind of wanted to highlight on something that's not really talked about a lot, and that's that Zoro stoicism, right? I think that is very important. Now, in regards to his ambition, I think the fact that his ambition is so large and it's so great, and his interactions with Kuina as well, that kind of changed him as a man. Once Kuina died, he realized no more games. I have this ambition, but I'm not here to play around anymore. I'm working out no matter what. I'm fighting whoever I need to fight, and that's it. It's my ambition or nothing. Luffy is the one who changed that, but at the same time, it's still Zoro. It's my ambition or nothing. So he doesn't really have any time for, frivolous behavior or, searching out for romance or something bigger in life, like having a family and living in a house. Zoro is his ambition. That's who Zoro is. Everything about Zoro is about his ambition. And then when Luffy comes into the picture, and you notice that with Boa Hancock, Luffy did the same thing. Luffy has this effect on people where he opens up life for them and realizes there's more to life than what it is you're just focusing on now. So that's where the change in Zoro happened. But overall, that ambition is helped by the stoicism of Zoro, because it makes sense for someone that ambitious to kind of be withdrawn from everyone else around him. And if you notice, Whenever Zoro's on the ship, whenever he's around company, he's normally by himself. He's normally in a corner chilling, or he's working out by himself. That's what I'm saying. That's the Zoro that I see. That's that mysterious, stoic alpha male character that I actually like, guys. And I hope you guys understand what I said here, and then you can finally understand I like Zoro. And that's it from me. Take care.